There were days I felt so certain, standing tall behind my curtain, thinking I could make my way on my own, come what may. Plans were written in my hand, dreams I thought I'd understand. Every step felt strong and right, chasing what was in my sight. But life has ways of humbling pride, pulling back what we try to hide. And in the quiet of defeat, I fell down to my knees. I thought you were silent in that pain, but you were breaking every chain. He never missed a moment, never turned away. Through every tear I cried, through every prayer I prayed, he never missed a moment, even when I ran. Glory to the Father who held me in his hands. From the first breath I drew to the things I never knew, he never missed a moment.
There were nights without a sign, waiting on a single line from heaven just to say, child, I'm making a way. Doors I wanted closed so tight, felt like losing every fight. But looking back, I see your grace was guarding every place.
Not 1 mile I walked alone, not one tear was unknown. Every valley, every bend was part of heaven's plan.
Even when I couldn't trace the outline of your grace, he never missed a moment,
Not a single day. Through every doubt I faced, you made a way. He never missed a moment, even in the dark. Glory to the Father who guarded my heart from the start until today. Through every step along the way, he never missed a moment. Now I see with open eyes how you turned my lows to highs. Every no I couldn't stand was mercy in your hand. Not by strength that I could claim, not by fortune, not by fame, but by love I can't explain. Calling on your name, every sunrise feels brand new. Every breath belongs to you. All the roads I thought were mine were ordered by design.
hallelujah, I believe, even when I couldn't see.
Hallelujah, loud and strong, you were there all along.
He never missed a moment,
lift my hands and say, thank you for another day. He never missed a moment, not one single tear. When I felt alone, you were near. He never missed a moment, from my past to what's ahead. Glory to the Father, by His Spirit led, from the first breath I drew to eternity with you. He never missed a moment,
not one second, not one prayer. You were working, you there.
glory to the Father forever. I have tried to hold the wheel, control what I can't feel, draw the map and make the plan, build it all with my own hands. I have chased what fades away, watched it slip like yesterday, thought that strength was standing tall, till I felt myself fall. Every time I hit the ground, grace was there without a sound, not in thunder, not in flame, but whispering my name. When my questions filled the night, you were working out the light. In your hands I rest when my heart is overwhelmed, when I don't know what is next. You are. In your hands I rest, through the fear and through the test. Glory to the Father blessed forever. When I cannot see the end, you are still my closest friend. In your hands I rest.
There were seasons I would wait, standing at a silent gate, praying for an open door, hoping there was something more. Answers didn't come on cue, but somehow I always knew, if you closed what I desired, you were guarding something higher. Looking back, I understand, every no was in your plan, every detour, every bend led me back again.
Not one tear was lost in vain, not one prayer unheard in pain. In your hands I storm that shook my chest, through the battles I confessed, you stayed. In your hands I rest. Glory to the Father blessed, from the first breath to my last. You reign through my future and my past. Your love is holding fast. In your hands I rest. If tomorrow brings surprise, I will lift my eyes. No mountain high, no ocean wide could ever leave your side.
When I don't know what to say, I will praise you anyway, because you have never failed and your mercy has prevailed.
So I surrender all I am, place my life inside your plan. In your hands I rest. When the world feels out of place, I am covered by your grace. Always in your hands I rest. Glory to the Father's throne. I am never on my own. Forever, from the start until the end, you will always be my friend. In your hands I rest. When I don't understand, I will trust. In your hands I rest. Glory to the Father forever. There were days the sky was clear, everything felt close and near. Prayers were answered overnight, hope was shining bright.
Then the season slowly changed. Nothing felt the same. Silence filled the air, heavy with unanswered prayer.
I kept knocking at the door, waiting for something more. Didn't know what you were doing behind what I was pursuing. Even when I couldn't see, you were working deep in me. I will trust you still when the mountain won't move, when the answers don't come through. I will trust you still through the waiting and the will. Glory to the Father's plan. In your hands, through the fire and the chill, I will trust you still. There were nights I fought the fear, wondering if you were near, holding on to fragile praying you would make a way.
Some doors stayed tightly closed, some roads I never chose, but looking back I understand you were guiding every plan.
Every tear that touched my face fell into a place where you were shaping trust, teaching me I must. You don't change when seasons do, you remain forever true. I will trust you still when my strength begins to fade, when my courage feels afraid. I will trust you still through the valley and the hill. Glory to the Father's will, standing still through the storm and through the thrill. I will trust you still. Now I see what I once missed. Every trial had a gift. Every delay I couldn't bear was mercy waiting there.
Not by power, not by might, but by walking without sight. You were building something strong all along.
Every breath inside my chest is proof that I am blessed. All the paths that felt unsure were leading me to more. Hallelujah, I believe, even when I can't perceive.
Hallelujah, loud and clear.
You've been faithful every year. I will trust you still when the night feels long and cold, when my faith is being told to stand. I will trust you still through the broken and the healed. Glory to the Father sealed in my heart. From beginning to the end, you have been my closest friend. I will trust you still. If tomorrow brings surprise, I will lift my eyes. No mountain high, no river wide could ever leave your side.
Even when I don't understand, I will place it in your hand, because you have never failed and your mercy has prevailed.
So I surrender all I am, standing firm inside your plan. I will trust new doors I chose myself, built my dreams on something else. Thought I knew which way was right, trusted only what I could sight.
There were days I felt so strong, certain I could not go wrong. But pride can build a fragile throne that quickly turns to stone.
I didn't see your quiet hand moving through my shifting plans. Even when I felt alone, I wasn't on my own.
Through every mile I tried to run,
You were closer than the sun. You were there all along, through every right and every wrong, through the silence and the song. You stayed. You were there when hope was thin, when I didn't let you in. Glory to the Father, again and again. When I couldn't understand, you were holding my hand. You were there all along.
there were nights I questioned why prayers seemed to hit the sky, waiting for a sign to see if you were still with me.
Every trial, every flame, every loss that felt like pain was shaping something deep inside, teaching me to trust your guide.
I searched for answers everywhere,
Only to find you there,
not in thunder, not in flame.
but a whisper in my name.
You never once stepped away,
Even on my hardest day, you were there all along. When my faith felt almost gone, when my strength wasn't strong, you stayed. Through the valley, through the high, through the darkness and the light. Glory to the Father, shining bright. From the first breath I drew, every road led back to you. You were there all along. Now I see with grateful eyes how you turned my lows to highs. Every scar became a sign. You were working all the time.
not by luck and not by chance, but by mercy's steady hand. Every blessing that I claim flows from your holy name.
If I could relive those days, I would still choose your ways. Even through the storms that came, you remained.
Hallelujah, I believe, even when I couldn't see. Hallelujah,
Every breath inside my chest is proof that I am blessed.
No mountain high, no ocean wide could ever push you from my side. From beginning to the end, you've always been my friend. So I lift my hands and say, thank you for another day. You were there all along when I thought my faith was gone, when I couldn't carry on. You stayed. Glory to the Father above for relentless, endless love. From my past to what's to come, you won. You were there all along. You were there all along. Glory to the Father.